I was good in PT. I was one of them soldiers that scored like 300 on the PT test. So physical fitness was my thing. So I used to like to practice yoga to stretch. Then when I injured my back, I pretty much like weaned off of doing a lot of exercises. So pain management advised me to start trying to practice yoga again to get the flexibility back in my back. They pretty much basically help you change your mindset. If you have a negative mindset, they pretty much change it to a positive. Everything's gonna be all right, just one day at a time. It may take 365 days, but we're gonna get you there. So basically, they do change your mindset. You have to be pretty much open to yoga. Like a lot of things that you think will be pain, usually really isn't pain. It's beneficial to your body. And you know, if you feel something that's painful, don't do it. Your body will just pretty much guide you in a way to ease. Like it's gonna take time. So before, when I used to come in the beginning, I really couldn't bend over. Now I can bend over more. I can bend to the side, bend to the left. So that's pretty helpful. So in yoga, they have us doing this chair position, which like this, and you put your knees together. And so usually when you're in the bed, the way I sleep in the bed, I sleep like a baby. I usually sleep with my knees up, kind of sort of like to my chest. So what I have a tendency to do, I try to like reach down and touch my toes or put my hands around my knees. Like that's one of the positions that they have us doing it, and that pretty much stretches your back early in the morning. When you're in a lot of pain, I guess from all the gear, from the Kevlar to the rucksacks, to the belt, to the M16. It's like it's a lot of weight bearing, especially for a woman. I guess you figure when I was 125 pounds, all the gear. Total weight probably was like 100 pounds plus. And then you're running, you're doing a lot of miles, and I guess over time that has a tendency to wear down on your body. So even though when you're in, they have you exercise every morning, like, well, actually before the actual war started, like they had a tendency to have you actually exercise in the morning time from like 6 to 7, but when it came time to the war, it was like really up to you to get the exercise in, because basically you're at war, so it's like you're on guard, so it's like you pretty much just have to get your stretching and your PT in when necessary. Basically, if you have any pain, mentally, physically, emotionally, try the practice of yoga because it's very beneficial and it's helpful. If you're having sad days, you know, they got an exercise in there where it's a breathing exercise. I forgot what she called it. I think she called it Tachi. I think you breathe in, you close your eyes, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, and it pretty much relaxes your mind if you're having like a bad day. And they show you pretty much how to channel the energy. They have you put hand in the center, and then you rub, and you can feel the heat. And it's pretty helpful with the mind. And then as far as the physical parts that you feel, if you have any pain in your body, the stretching, and if you're not, you know, accurate, or you're really not sure, or you're not one of the people that knows, like, you have a lot of vets. Well, I can't even say that because you exercise from boot camp to now, but we never really practice yoga. So they pretty much just show you how to do all the poses, which way to move, not to overextend. So I think it's really helpful. I was doing bodybuilding, I was running track, I was a hurdler, I was a swimmer. I was pretty much a very active female. And then when I got hurt, all that changed. But I was active in the military too. I was just doing 300s on PT test, which was you had to do sit-ups, push-ups, and a run in 2 minutes. Well, you had to do as many push-ups as you can in 2 minutes. You had to do as many sit-ups you could in 2 minutes. So my push-ups, I used to do like 45, 50 push-ups in 2 minutes. Sit-ups, I used to do like 90. And the 2-mile run, I used to do it like in 13 minutes. So I was pretty active and pretty fit. And then, you know, when the war happened with the injury, that pretty much set me back. So for me, being an active person the way I used to be to now, it's like sometimes if I think about it, it kind of makes me sad, because it's like I used to be real active, and it's like now I'm like, I can't do the things like I used to do before, but I'm getting back there. Slowly but surely, my mindset is like, I could do it, I could do it, I could do it. Eventually it's going to get